guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. So as you guys can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. As you guys know, I am an artist and have been wanting to get into professional tattooing since I was around 15 years old. Over lockdown, I actually had obviously quite a lot of time in my hands, and I did actually put together a portfolio for me to try and find an apprenticeship. So I'm gonna be giving you guys a little tour of that portfolio just in case it helps anyone who's in the same position that I was in, and show them like an example of a successful portfolio. And I will also be telling you guys a little bit about how I got my apprenticeship. So if you just want to see the portfolio and you can't be bothered to hear about, you know, apprenticeship-y stuff, then you can skip forward to. Cool. And for everyone else wanting to stay around September time after lockdown finished, so roughly lockdown was like, okay, so it started in March in the UK, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It was around 6 months. I worked and worked and worked and worked on it. Drew and drew and drew. I drew the whole portfolio fresh and spent, literally I remember one day I spent 12 hours drawing. I listened to the whole Twilight saga. This will show how much I put into this portfolio. I listened from Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. And then a different author, I think, rewrit all the books from Edward's point of view. Not Stephanie Meyer, but I think she obviously allowed it to happen. It was a legit situation, and I listened to the whole thing again from his point of view. And then Midnight Sun came out, so I actually managed to listen to that as well. If you guys don't know, Midnight Sun is Stephanie Meyer's version of Twilight from Edward's point of view, and I would really recommend it. It was actually really good. But yeah, so I listened to that all of those books while I was working my portfolio. Obviously, when places started opening up again, I went out to around 20 places. I called up and emailed like a lot more. So basically what I did is I wrote down every single shop within a certain amount of distance to me and just crossed them off bit by bit, went to them or called them. And then obviously when that didn't work out, I expanded the circle a little bit further and then crossed off all those places. Just worked systematically like that. And I hustled and was just spending so much time like contacting places, showing them my portfolio, being like, does anyone like, can someone please take me on? Got some responses, most of the time nothing. Eventually I did get some interest expressed from one shop, I'm not going to say which shop, and I sent them a bunch more drawings that I'd done that weren't in my portfolio, try and impress them a little bit more. And there was this one drawing that I did send to them, which was a portrait of an old guy's face. This is the drawing. Immediately I got an email back after like a little bit of silence, and they were like, all right, come in, we're gonna interview you. The interview went really well. It's a really chill shop. It's just two girls, which works really well for me. I really like that type of environment. And actually the shop does have two lizards, which is really cool. They have a bearded dragon and a chameleon like on the shop front, which is a massive perk for me. Obviously I was kind of more excited about that than I was about getting the actual apprenticeship, I'm not gonna lie. And I actually have just finished my 4th week there. So yeah, it's going really well and I'm definitely really enjoying it. But unfortunately, as some of you may know, the UK is actually going into another lockdown, which actually started today. So obviously the shop has to shut, which is really annoying because I've only been there for a month, but it's fine because I've been left with a whole bunch of drawing homework, and my art has definitely really started developing since being at this shop, having a little bit more structure and a little bit more pressure on me, which is really great. And I hope to do a lot of really intense work on my art and really take it to that next level. Am I out of focus? No, I'm not. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of the portfolio that did land me my apprenticeship. Just so you guys know, if I was redoing it now off the stuff that I've learned since being at the shop, I would have done a lot of things differently. Obviously I was just on my own and I didn't exactly know what kind of things that places were looking for. But now there's definitely a lot of things that I would do differently in the portfolio. For example, I think I would have made it a little bit less cartoony and added a little bit more technical skill stuff in there. Obviously I do have some of that in there as well, but I would have sort of cut back on the like cute cartoony stuff and done more like hyper realism and big things that sort of show off my ability a little bit more. The way that I tackled the portfolio was to sort of show the shop that I was an all-rounder, that I could draw loads of different styles, because I thought that that would be more of a selling point for me, you know, that I can draw realism and I can draw flash sheets and I can draw traditional style and black work and things like that. If I was redoing it again, like I said, I would definitely home in on my style more, because I definitely do have my own style, but it didn't quite translate in the portfolio. But yeah, it was what I was working on at the time. Art is ever changing and ever adapting, and this is just a little chunk of what I was working on at the time. There must have been something good about it, because otherwise I wouldn't have got an apprenticeship. Also, if you guys want me to do a video on how exactly the ins and outs of how I got my apprenticeship and how some advice and things I've learned and exactly what consists of a tattoo apprenticeship and things I didn't expect, things like how much they pay and what kind of work you'll be required to do and everything like that. If you guys want me to do a video talking about that more in depth, then I will. Just leave a comment down below. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. But for now, I'm just gonna take you straight through to the portfolio. Okay, so this is my portfolio and it's just in a, I'm not sure what these types of books are called. I think it's called a binder. Yep, it's just a plain outside and going inside. So this is what the first page is. These are just a couple scraps that I added later. These weren't there when I went for my apprenticeships. These are just some random things I've done later on. Rafiki. Yeah, I've just stuffed them in here, so that's not really part of it. Take those out. So yes, this is the first page, the introductory to the book, and I quite like this page. This was one of the first things that I did in the portfolio. Most of the drawings in here were done during lockdown because I had a lot of free time on my hands. So this is the first page. I've got a page of flowers. That's a chrysanthemum, a cherry blossom, bluebells I think, and a rose. And then this is a peony, and I actually messaged a tattoo artist online before I'd completely finished my portfolio to ask for advice on anything else that I should add to the portfolio, and he said show how you think that some of the designs would be done on the body, so hence I did this. I think it sort of separated my work from a lot of other stuff that people had seen. This is the second page. I love this drawing so much. This is the kind of thing that I'll be getting on myself when I'm older. This again, this is the original drawing, and then this is how I vision it on someone's body. Next page is some Japanese style drawings. Yin Yang fish, I really love this one. More dragons with some cherry blossom, very cute. I like these waves as well. And then here's another dragon with some clouds, and again, I have shown how I think it would work on the body. Yeah, that's that page. Next page is some mandala-y stuff. I like this kind of thing, a lotus flower mandala. And this is actually huge, and I have obviously shrinked it down a bit. As you can tell, it's like extremely detailed. Yep, so I just shrinked it down to fit the A4. Next are some sun and moon designs. I like these. This was actually designed for my friend. He commissioned me to do I can't remember what, from Hugo. This is the moon from Hugo. Well, it's actually the moon from the movie that's in Hugo, which I can't remember the name of. This was the moon from that, and he paid me 60 quid for that, which was good. And a Ganesh, I enjoyed that. There's a mixture of different things in here. There's a lot of digital work, so this is a digital design. Yeah, that one was fun. Some more sort of tattoo-y stuff. So yeah, some skulls and some moss. in a more tattoo style. Yeah, this is a really random page. This is sort of my geometric-y stuff. Obviously those lizards up there. These are my designs, but it's inspired off an artist. I think the Instagram name is sh.d.tattoo. I will write it on the screen so you guys will know. And then these are my own designs. This is actually the back of my tarot deck that I'm designing. My own sort of randomy stuff. Oh yeah, these are my tarot decks. Yeah. Tower, death, all that. This is a tattoo that my friend actually got done on her skin. It's my design. I didn't do the tattoo myself, but yeah. Fool is a great card. Some star sign stuff that I've done, which I really enjoyed. I did like 2 designs for each star sign. I really like this one and this one. I think this one's probably my favorite, Pisces. Some calligraphy, typography. So these are my own designs. Actually no, not all of them. Obviously that's not my own design. Obviously that's not my own design. Obviously that's not. That's not. All the other ones are. And these are obviously just copied. So I did get a bunch of random feedback on this page. I got some people being like, oh, you've just copied it off a site, like it's not your own drawings. It doesn't really show much of your like integrity as an artist to just copy stuff from a font site. And then I've also got a bunch of other people being like, oh, this is really good. It shows, you know, that you can do lettering, which is a must if you're trying to be a tattoo artist. A lot of different feedback off this page. I personally like this page. But anyway, next page. So this is my flash page. I do have a bunch of this. Obviously, that is right there. And I have done a bunch of this stuff on people before. Yeah, obviously I did that. And then this is my like cartoon page. I really love to draw cartoons. Obviously none of these are my own designs. Again, I've had a mixture of feedbacks on this, being like it's not showing, you know, your ability as an artist to just do little things like this. Then I've also got people being like, oh, it's very unique. So I don't really know. I quite like it. This is my traditional page, showing how it would work on skin. So these are obviously all my own designs. None of anything that's in here is traced, by the way. Tracing is not good. Yeah, so I was sort of trying to just show variety as much as I could in this portfolio. This is a big digital piece that I did. Obviously this is it in color. And I was quite proud of that. And then obviously this is a line work of it. Yeah, I think it looks quite cool. These are my animal realisms, which I don't think are very good. This page is a bit of a drag, like, that's not very good. Like, I think these were alright, but nah. I don't think this will really be my style when I'm a tattoo artist, but hey ho. So these are my portraits done in different styles. So this is my Amy Winehouse portrait, done in a sort of cartoony style. This horseshoe and this writing was actually on her arm itself, which is why, you know, I've incorporated that with her face. This was my shot at some realism. And yeah, I think it went really well. I'm really proud of it. So the apprenticeship that I did get did say to me that this was the drawing that did it. Like the other ones before, she was a bit like, don't really know. And then she said that she saw this and was like, yes. Get her in. So I'm really happy that I did that. That's one of my most recent ones as well, so I'm glad that I put that one in there. And some more tattoo-y stuff, some eyes, ocean eyes. You can see that. Some hands. Some cartoony stuff. Women, witch woman. These are like star signs as well. Oh yeah, this was a digital piece that I did that I was very proud of, Medusa. And then showing how it would go on the arm. I think I need to do some shading on that. But yeah, I like it. And then this is, yeah, this I copied from X-Men. Don't know if anyone has watched the X-Men. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the cartoon. If you know, you know. If this rings any bells, then you're sick, because that TV show was sick, man. It's actually on YouTube. Oh, what's it called? Extinction? X-Men Extinction? I'll put it at the bottom here, but you should check that out. It's really good. And these are just my Bratz dolls designs. I probably wouldn't be tattooing these on anyone, but I enjoy to draw it and I think I'm alright at doing it, so yeah, I just included it. And that's it. That is the end of my portfolio. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. That is it from me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and a subscribe if you want to see more tattoo content coming up. Obviously, over lockdown, I'm probably just going to be doing a bunch of animal stuff because that's all my life is really going to be for the next month. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!